The only groups I have really been a part of have been sports teams, groups in school, groups at work. On sports teams, there are definitely rules. On the field, you can't really hit or punch, kick, bite. Well, you could kind of kick somebody on accident, bite. Um, you obviously cannot touch the ball with your hands. So there's rules of the game, but a lot of it is more norms like practice. It's not mandatory to show up to practice, especially on a recreational team. But if you don't show up, you're not going to have playing time. At work, it's a rule that you have to show up to work. If you don't, there's going to be consequences. You can't just not show up for your shift. But another part of work is that there's norms. We don't have to work together. A lot of it is individual work, but part of being a team or a group makes the work go by a lot easier. It's going to be easier if everybody is banding together than just one person doing all the work or everybody doing separate work. It doesn't make sense. And you're not going to place somebody in an area that they do not excel at when there's somebody else that's better suited for it. That's more of a norm. For school, I've been a part of groups for English class where we have had to brainstorm, and there really are no rules. It's just, hey, get together with this group. You're all paired off by numbers and discuss this. These are the questions. I guess those would be the rules, is that you have to answer the questions. But the teacher isn't really going around to make sure that you're answering those. And more of it is just based on norms. What I have seen, though, in a classroom setting is that rules aren't necessarily followed. A lot of people just kind of do whatever they want, and they're like, oh, well, I didn't read it, so I can't participate, or I don't want to participate because it doesn't matter to me. You're not being graded on it. It's just participation. I already showed up to class, so who cares? So there have been quite a lot of different group experiences that I've had. I think there isn't necessarily anything that hinders a group more than the other. I think it all depends on the people that are in the group and their aspect on it. Whether you're following rules or or norms, that all depends on attitude. You're not going to follow a rule or a norm if you have a bad attitude, because they just don't care. So really what it comes down to is attitude and caring about your work that you put in and being sure that other people have work that they put in. So like I said, I don't think rules or norms really come down to you need to specifically follow this, this, and that. It's all based on attitude and what you want to get out of it. And if everybody wants to get the same thing out of it, they're all going to put in the same amount of effort.